Hi folks, Baz again with Strongman. As you can probably hear, it's hammering down outside, and unfortunately that means I won't be able to get my Strongman kit out because I don't like it getting wet. So instead I'm inside focusing on legs, and I'm going to do a few accessory movements to help with the Strongman stuff. So I'll be looking at doing some Zercher squats, some slipped my mind now, log thrusters, where I'm working on that little kind of explosive bit, so it's like a real small squat but with the log on my chest, so it feels totally different to normal sort of work you do with the barbell, and some other stuff then around the legs, the lower back, some sort of reverse hyper work. I'm just gonna make it up as I go along, bit of good mornings, I suppose, stuff like that. Okay, hope you enjoy. Well, I don't really know this rain, but I'm going to start with some box squats. I've been working out the depth just based on how my knees resist me. I know I said before I got arthritis in both knees, and if I get close to a right angle, it starts to resist, and then I get a lot of pain the following day, the arthritis type pain. So things just get louder. So I'm going to stop just short of that right angle, and it doesn't give me any problem at all. So I've got 70 kilos here. We'll see how it goes, and then I'm going to move on to like a Zercher squat, which is a bit more friendly. This rain's ridiculous, so I'm not going to film too much. Those last squats, they weren't quite as deep as I thought they were looking from the side, but I'm still getting a decent leg workout. You know, if you've got bad knees, you can still work legs. You've just got to train around it. You've got to find what works for you that doesn't cause you pain. You know, some pain's okay, of course, working out pain's fine, but, you know, in my case, I get pain for days and days afterwards, you know, it really irritates them. So this doesn't, you know, and I'm working, yeah, you know, the purists are going to say, you know, I'm not hitting that proper depth, you know, much so I'm not bothered, but my legs are working, I can feel all the muscles, and I do some like half Zerchers, which I'll come to soon. You know, these box squats here are working sort of the lower quad towards the knee. And then the Zerchers and the log drivers that I do work higher up. And there's plenty you can do that aren't pushing that knee to that 90-degree angle. So just work out what works for you, don't listen to the others. There's no point just not doing legs, for example. Do what you can. I'm never going to do a powerlifting comp where I got a squat, and I'm never going to do a strongman comp where I got a squat. You know, I just pick my events, there's no point. So I don't need it. You know, I need legs, of course. I need legs for most of the other events I do. So I'm going to work my muscles as best I can to not have that arthritis pain, and you know, benefit the events rather than squatting for the sake of squatting. Okay, doing Zercher squats now. Zercher half squats, as I should say. Again, nowhere near the depth that the exercise should take. Again, you know, because of my knees, but, I get something out of it. It works the quads up higher up here, and also the core. And this is helpful for picking up atlas stones and things like that. Again, if you were doing them properly and indeed picking up the atlas stones or my shield or anything like that, you would get very low. And this, holding the weight in there, replicates having that weight in front of you. But I've got to modify that, picking anything up really. I use a lot more back than I should. But it's just to take the emphasis off my knees. I can't get that deep. I can, but as soon as weight is added, it just doesn't want to come back up. Even squatting down with no weight on there, to be honest, bothers my knees. And when I say I get pain, it's 24 hours a day, it keeps me awake, you know, just dull, throbbing arthritis pain. So I tried to work through it, but the consultant was right when he said to avoid it, unfortunately. So let's have a go. I've only got 60k here. I'll probably pick it up a bit. Bish. 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 So my right knee's playing up, typical, isn't it? It was probably the box squats, which I haven't done in a long time, even though I did it, you know, nowhere near to depth. My right knee's giving me jip. So, had to stop the, what was I doing next? The Zerchers, and the log thrusters are not going to happen either. So I'm going to try and do some stuff with the fixed knee now, like some good mornings, work the backs of the legs instead. Here we go. Okay, some good mornings now. There's a few variations on how you can do the good mornings with more or less sort of knee bend, but I'm going to do it quite a fixed knee. Mainly just to try and not to aggravate my knee anymore right now. I've got quite light. I think I've got 40 kilos total here. Right, after 3 sets of those, I finished off with a bit of work on the reverse height bar, up in the reps. Only 30 kilos on top of the machine, but I did 18, 17 and 15 reps, so I increased the weight a little bit more next time. Knee doesn't seem too bad. I've aggravated it a little bit, but hopefully it's going to be no lasting pain. That's my leg session. If you've enjoyed it today, please drop us a thumbs up and please subscribe for future strongman content. I'm Baz, a Garage Strongman. See you soon.